Lighting is not great. Hi. Oh, actually, you know what? Give me 2 seconds. Let me close this door right here because I get loud. Hey y'all, what's up? So, I forgot I tucked my hairs behind my ear. Sorry, I just noticed some like weird hairs coming from behind my head. Anyways, they're the weather. It's humid here. It's crazy. Anyways, hi y'all. It is Lovely Hustles here, and I wanted to tell you guys some really, really good news. I am about to actually land my second Airbnb unit. I'm very excited about that. And I'm going to be doing some things different this time around when I get my Airbnb unit. Just because, of course, the first time around you live and you learn, you don't want to make the same, I guess, mistakes, and you figure out little ways to earn money, little shortcuts here and there. So I'll definitely be doing this Airbnb slightly different from the way I do it now. I feel like I have a pretty well-oiled machine right now, just having one. I'm able to actually clean it myself, so I keep all of my money in my pocket. But I know that as I grow this entity that I'm going to have to rely on more people to help me run this business the way I want it to be ran. So I know that it'll be a little bit more of a challenge having 2 units because now I'm managing 2 units on 2 different platforms. So it can be a little different. It can be a little difficult. You have to constantly make sure you are communicating. I would definitely say to make sure when you have your Airbnb to set up your automated messages. That should be the next thing you do after you set up all of your verbiage for your unit, the description of it, all that good stuff. Once you put all your good stuff in there about what your unit has and the pictures and all that, you need to go do your automated messaging because messaging is probably going to either make your business or break it. Trust me on that. And I try to always respond as fast as possible because when they see your response rate on Airbnb, you have people who are maybe last minute, they need somewhere to stay for 6 months and they're willing to pay cash and they need something now. And if you're not responding fast enough and they see that you don't have a quick response rate, they're probably not even going to message you to begin with because they don't want to deal with having to wait. So it's always good to be as efficient as you can in every space. One thing I learned about communicating when you have, so someone asked me a question, they messaged me on Airbnb. Oh, I love your unit. It's great. I'm a YouTuber as well, and I do this, I do that, and I would love if you could give me a complimentary stay for 2 nights. And they also mentioned that I guess because they are a YouTuber or blogger or vlogger or whatever it is they do, not like that, but whatever it is that they do, they felt like I had benefit from that. I personally did not feel like I had benefit from that. But the point of this whole story I'm telling you is that I didn't even respond because I just wasn't interested. And I didn't realize until my husband told me, he's like, hey, your response time is being counted. And I had waited like days to respond. So I always say with messaging, be as efficient as you can in that space. Like, don't let anything slip through the cracks because you want to keep that at 100% at all times. People need to communicate. A lot of times if someone's communicating with you on Airbnb and they're in your unit, it is because they need something urgently or quicker than usual. Or, I had someone message me one time and I didn't get back to them for like 20 minutes. And they had messaged me asking if there was like a print place somewhere nearby, like where you can go and print documents, like a computer or somewhere like that. And there was. It was literally like walking distance. But I waited so late and he was like, oh, no worries. I took care of it. And I'm just like, I felt like, man, I could have been of good service to him, let him know like, hey, it's up the street. Like you can go right here and do it. But I will say this, with this next Airbnb that I'm getting, the one thing I am not going to do, and I had to do it the first time because you got to do what you got to do. I did it the first time and I financed my furniture. Okay. I'm not going to do that again. I am going to, and I have been already just kind of window shopping online, certain places, a couple of small furniture stores nearby that have good stuff that's for the low. So, and then a lot of wholesale places too. Like Houston has a lot of places where you can get a lot of good things for the low because I feel like it's like this manufacturing city of everything. Like we have a little bit of everything here. So with that being said, I know I can go to a mattress shop close by or off Harwin and find a bed or a whole bedroom suit for under $1,000. That sounds bad, but it's true. So I have set a lot of goals with this particular Airbnb. It is hot in here. Why did I not turn the ceiling fan on? So some of my goals are not to finance my furniture, which I'm not. I'm gonna pay for everything with cash. Another thing I wanted to do, but they're giving me a hard time about it, so I'm gonna leave it alone, is I was supposed to get a second unit, and when I get my second unit, I was supposed to get a parking spot with it. Now she's retracting, which is fine. She can retract all she wants. I won't pay for a parking spot, you know, but where my apartment is, the parking is not bad. It would just be nice to have a designated spot, like to say, hey, for parking, it's free. Your spot is number this. This is where you'll park. No one will ever be in your parking spot. That would be nice, right? But I guess I'm being stubborn in a sense. I think she was trying to get over on me. So that's one thing you need to do, is always communicate clearly with the apartment complex management people. Get in good with them. Be friendly, of course. But also make sure that you're clear with them about what you want and not just always what they want. Because sometimes they'll say, oh, we can get you in here. We'll put you on the 4th floor. Do you really think it's super beneficial to have a unit on the 4th floor when you have an Airbnb? Not. It's not bad, but a lot of people ask what floor they're located on. If they're going to get into a unit, what floor is it on? I've had that question asked many times. So I know it's important to not just put somebody isolated off far away or somewhere uncomfortable. Another thing you want to do when you get your apartment is try to get a good view. I think that's important. Don't get one with a very bad view. Like if it's just facing like a parking lot or like a landfill or something crazy, like I would say don't do that, because it will ruin the aura of what you put together in that place. When they step outside, somebody could give you a bad review because you have a bad view outside. I am not kidding with you. Another thing I make sure to do is I get an apartment close to the exit. Always. My apartment complex has stairs and they have elevator. So I told her, I'm like, look, I only want it on the 1st or the 2nd floor. It has to be close to the elevator and it has to have a decent view. I'm not saying I want the best view, but don't give me no crappy view. So you kind of want to have your demands too. And I feel like when you do that, it sounds like you know what you're talking about. And they're kind of like, oh, okay, well, let me make sure I can get this for her so I can get this unit rented out. And boom, you know what I'm saying? So you just got to be about business and understand the convenience of somebody staying somewhere that they've never been. Like, what is it going to take for somebody to park, get into the complex, get into the gate, get in through all the doors or whatever exits and all this kind of stuff? Is it really an easy way to navigate? Make sure you're getting these apartments and units that are super easy to navigate for your tenants, because guess what's going to happen? They're going to message you. Hey, I don't have the code for the gate. Hey, how do you get into the door? Hey, I'm over here on this side of the building. You said it was. You don't want to have that nightmare of people messaging you lost. That is one thing I don't like, is when people come when they're lost. Not like it's their fault, but it's just like, man, what did I do wrong for them to have gotten lost? You know, I try to make it like a error-free thing, if that makes any sense. So definitely make sure that the unit that you have, make sure it's as convenient as possible for your tenants. I hate going somewhere and not really knowing what to do or feeling like it's too many instructions or too much to just get somewhere. I usually will back out. I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to think that hard. So definitely make it as easy as possible for your tenants. But yeah, I will not be financing anything with this apartment. So everything I put into this second unit I'm going to get will be cash. I'm excited about that. So right now the apartment manager has, like I said, retracted, like I mentioned a second ago, probably about 80 seconds ago. And so what I mean by that is we had a deal. We talked on the phone because I keep in contact with her just to keep that good work relationship. And I was like, hey, you know, I'm going to be ready to get a second unit soon. So when I get one, I was hoping that maybe you could throw in a free parking spot, because I'm going to be occupying 2 of your apartments and I want to get more. So I feel like the least you can do if I'm leasing out your apartments for you is give me a parking spot. And she was more than happy to do it. Well, today when I talked to her, yesterday actually, it was a little different, which is fine. If she's not able to do that and she can't stretch for me, that's fine. I just won't get a parking spot, or I'll wait until I get a 3rd apartment and get one or something. But she was trying to, I guess she thought she was giving me a deal by adding $100 more to the rent and getting the parking spot. But the parking spot alone, if I were just to pay the rent and then get the parking spot, I would still save like $50. So I was like, why are you double charging me? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't want to do it that way. So to me, it wasn't a deal. I guess she thought it was, but it really wasn't. So I'm just going to stick to what I had before. And I'll probably eventually get a parking spot. It's not a big deal. It's not like the priority right now. But the only thing I'll be paying for outside of all my regular bills, which means the rent, the water, the renter's insurance. Renter's insurance, you have to have that, okay? And the electricity is also the washer and dryer. So this apartment complex does not come with washer and dryer. So that is where I come in. And I found a place. I pay $56 a month. But the convenience of I have more bookings now because I have that washer and dryer in there. And because I'm looking to level up my units and I don't want to stay in Airbnb and booking.com forever, I put the washer and dryers in there for those midterm stays. That is where my main focus is right now. I just have them on these platforms to get some money rolling in the door. But my eventual real life goal for my Airbnbs is just to take it to the next level. I want to do midterm rentals. I definitely want to do high-end luxury rentals, and I definitely want to have some of my own just rent houses where I'm just, collecting a check every month. So that is what I want to do with my Airbnb. I really want to turn them up into more long-term stays, midterm long-term stays, because those are y'all, that's the easiest money you can make is doing nothing. Okay, you have to clean it when they move out. Okay, fine. Pay the money to clean it. You just made a bunch of money doing nothing for 3 or 6 months. Because somebody was staying in there and they occupied the building for you. So you had the rent paid automatically. You didn't have to worry about anything because all the bills are going to get paid. It's just easy money to make. You just have to know a little bit about what you're doing. So I've been studying a lot more with real estate and just trying to really get into what this is. Definitely thinking about getting a real estate license. I can't even believe I'm saying that. I absolutely said I will not get that. And now look at me. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get one. And it's because I feel like I'll open the door for myself. Why would I keep the door closed by not having a license and having to kind of peek around and, enjoy what I got, but really can't get all the way in there? Why not create my own lane and do everything in my own realm with my license? I mean, come on. So I'm definitely going to be working on that this year. But I am excited about my Airbnb. One thing I've been doing is to kind of get myself out there with the business. I want to do, like I said, midterm rentals. So I've been reaching out to insurance companies, you guys. I've been looking this stuff up on YouTube like crazy. Go look it up yourself. You will find it. Midterm rentals. So one thing to do to have people stay in longer so that you don't have to maintain that place. You ain't got to clean that place. You ain't got to worry about that place. Is insurance companies, okay? Recruiting companies. Those are the places that you want to hit. Recruiters as in healthcare recruiters, nursing recruiters, LVNs, anybody, physician recruiters, any type of recruiting company that is in your city, you should be calling them, you should be emailing them, you should be frequenting and reaching out and communicating in some sort of way because they need units for their tenants. If you have a very nice unit, then say it. Hey, I have high-end luxury units here. Your staff will have a great stay. It's turnkey ready. All they have to do is walk in the door. So you just have to juice it up and make it sound really, really good because it is good, y'all. You have to find these insurance companies too. Insurance companies meaning homeowners insurance. I don't think renters insurance. Somebody explained renters insurance to me as far as having somebody who's displaced or misplaced out of their apartment, and they don't go to people like us who have rentals. They just give them money and they go somewhere else. They can stay in a hotel for the night or whatever. So for me, doing doing the insurance space where it's rentals for apartments does not work. Sorry, y'all. I just really got messed up with my words. But if you call insurance companies for homeowners, haha. See, 8 people just left and they don't realize that's what I was getting to. My words got jumbled up. Homeowners insurance, call those companies. And I'm not talking about Geico, Liberty Mutual, State Farm. I'm not even talking about those companies. I'm talking about the local companies who provide homeowners insurance for homeowners in your city. Right where you are, right where you live, right there where your Airbnb is. There are insurance companies everywhere. You have your mom and pops, you have your people who just kind of stay right in the middle, and then you have your big wigs. But to me, the big wigs told me, I called Geico, I called State Farm, and they were just like, no, we really don't. deal with independent contracting when it comes to placing their clients somewhere if they've had a fire or a flood in their home and they don't have nowhere to go. So I started calling other companies that were smaller that do probably work with vendors or would be willing to. But it's all about the pitch, you guys. It's all about the pitch. You have to convince them that they need you. That is the sale. I'm not a salesperson, but y'all, I've been researching. I've been working on this. So that is the thing. You have to tell them, hey, this is who I am. This is what I do. And this is why you need me. They don't know they need you yet, but they will know they need you when you tell them. So put together, go on Canva. You can do it for free. Go on Canva, put together some type of a flyer or some type of a brochure of some sort. And if you have photos, put photos in there, put a description of it. I even created a 59-second video to send to people to say, hey, this is an actual virtual tour of what the unit looks like and where your clients, where your nurses, or where your bankers or clientele or whomever can stay. So it's good to have the visual. It's good to have the right verbiage. You have to convince them of why they need you. They don't know they need you yet. But when they see that unit and they see all the benefits that come with it and how convenient it is to work with you, why would they say no? And then for me, I plan to get more units. So that is another thing I tell them. As I'm growing, you can grow with me. Now, if you have 5 nurses who are misplaced and need somewhere to stay from June to August, well, guess what? I have 5 units for you. And you can put all of your nurses right there in that same space. And you have the quality. They're not going to have a problem. They're going to be in a safe space. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to just convince them of why they need you. That's all you have to do. It's really that simple. But anyways, you guys, I am getting ready for my second Airbnb. I'm so excited. I've been buying stuff. So here are some of the stores I've been going to, y'all. Just to give you an idea. I haven't gone to Big Lots yet, but Big Lots, I'm coming for you. I go shop at Big Lots, and I'm talking about for everything. I'm talking about anything from like eating utensils to furniture to blankets to whatever can be furnished in the house. These are the places that I go to. IKEA for sure, because they have super cheap, nice, simple furniture there. I got 2 end tables. They're both $5 each. Why would you not spend $10 and have 2 side tables and not have to worry about it no more? So it really does depend on how you shop. My kids are mad. They were like, Mom, we're going to another store. Yes, because I only get certain things from certain stores to save my money. And you do have to penny pinch in these times, because if you don't, you're going to be spending a lot of unnecessary money. I feel like I didn't spend a lot of unnecessary money in the first unit, but I did spend some. So now I'm definitely more calculated. I'm documenting a lot more and not just saving up receipts. I'm actually putting down what I'm spending on what in my note in my phone, because I need to see physically what I'm doing and know and keep up with all the things that I'm purchasing. So make sure you have a list of what you need for each room in your apartment or your unit. If it's a bedroom, you obviously need bedding, a bed, storage, dresser, nightstand. Make sure the closet has an iron and an ironing board in it. Make sure you have hangers. Make sure you know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of little things. Light bulbs. Who knew you need a light bulb? You need light bulbs, you need nails, you need a hammer. So there's so many different things, and you have to make sure you organize yourself, because the money can get spent fast, you guys. I hear people say, oh, it takes $8,000 to $10,000. I'm like, no, it don't. It don't. It can take less than $5,000 if you budget correctly. Literally, you can take $5,000, buy all your furniture, pay your first month's rent and the deposit and whatever fees they have, and have everything ready and have your apartment with less than $5,000. You can do that. I did it. So I know you can do it because I did it, okay? You have to budget and you have to have strategy. But anyways, you guys, my food is almost here. I ordered some pizza on Uber Eats, so it's almost here. But I just wanted to share with you guys that I'm going to be getting another Airbnb. I'm very excited about that, and I will definitely be getting some more content on this journey as well. Y'all, I've done so much in so little time, but I'll be doing a lot more and definitely sharing with you guys more of what I'm doing, setting everything up. I'm giving myself a goal of less than 2 weeks. So by the end of this month, I want to be in an apartment and I want it to be up and running and going. So that is my goal, is to start making money by the 1st of May. That is my ultimate goal. If I can do it before then, I'm on top of it. But my goal is by May 1st to have an apartment on Airbnb, on booking.com, ready to go. But anyways, if you guys have questions, like hit me up, send me a message, send me your email or email me. You can definitely reach out to me any kind of way possible if you're needing help with just starting, if you're needing, I won't say mentorship, but I'm here to help you out. If you need some advice, if you need some help, I'm definitely here to help you with that. I also have like a pitch that I use that I send to the apartment complexes. If you're interested in that, let me know. I can get that to you as well for a small fee. Sorry, it is what it is, but it works. So I that's why I can't just like push this out there like that. No, but for real, let me know if you guys are interested. I am happy to help you guys on your journeys as well. Like I said, I'm not an expert in any way. I feel like I'm becoming an expert and I've learned so much with my first unit. So I feel like my experience has definitely like, my confidence is through the roof now. Like I can do anything. I feel like a gorilla in this land right now, but in this lane, not land. What am I talking about? But anyways, you guys, if you are interested in going into the Airbnb space, the midterm rental space, if you want to know more about that, hit me up. I have many answers for your questions if you have them. I'm here to help you out. But anyways, you guys, have a really good day. Be blessed.